Hey everyone, my name is Ashton August, and today I'm here to bring you a nice, juicy, relaxing, gentle flow. This practice is geared towards helping our bodies unwind and decompress from the day. It's going to have the same effect on your mind too. All we need is a yoga mat. If you would like to use some blocks, you can keep those on hand, and when you're ready, let's get started. We're going to kick our relaxing, gentle flow off in child's pose. So let's make our way there. We're going to bring our big toes to touch. Spread your knees far apart and let your heart melt forward. And right away, I just want you to tap in to a deep sense of body awareness. So noticing right now how this feels on your hips. If your hips are feeling really tight for you today, you can bring your knees a little closer in towards the midline. If you want a little more of a hip opener and it feels available, you can take your knees a little wider. And wherever you are, just allow your body to relax and soften. We're going to take a nice deep inhale through the nose. And a nice gentle sigh out the mouth. Let's just do that a few more times, giving the body a moment to arrive. Inhale deep and full. Exhale, let it go. One more, just like that. Very nice. From here, we'll just begin to walk our hands over towards the right side of the mat, just as far as you need to get a nice little side body stretch. You can bring your left hand on top of the right to deepen that side body opener. Just take a deep inhale with me here. And release. One more. And with your next breath, we're just going to slowly walk the hands through center and over to the left now. Same thing, as far as you need to make it feel good, keeping it gentle. Option to bring the right hand on top of the left. Good. One more deep breath with me here. And with your next inhale, we'll slowly walk through center. And we're going to make our way up into tabletop pose. So stack your shoulders on top of your wrists, your hips above your knees. And we're just going to begin exactly what we're doing here. Some natural movement, maybe wagging your hips side to side. Maybe little circles through the hips. Just any movement that your body is asking for. If you are practicing this at the end of your day, you might feel a little tension and tightness in your hips. So just move, breathe, and take a few moments to connect with your body, how it's feeling and what it needs. Good. And then when you're ready, let's make our way back to that neutral tabletop position. We're just going to drop the belly, lift the gaze, and take a deep inhale breath for cow pose. Now staying right here, tuck your toes, and then exhale, round deeply into your spine, chin towards your chest for cat. And now as slow as you can move, take a full inhale to lift. Take a full exhale to round. And with your next breath, I want you to bring your awareness to the base of your tailbone. And then pause here and send your awareness up the spinal column all the way up and through the base of the skull and out through the crown of the head. And now bringing your awareness back down through the crown as we round in. Awareness coming down the spine, all the way back to the tailbone. And then incorporate that full length of the spinal column as we flow twice more through. Good. Decompressing the spine, lengthening the spine, neutralizing it. Last time. Here we go. Very nice. Now from here, we'll find our neutral tabletop position, and we're just gonna extend the right foot out, level with our right hip. As we inhale the arms up, gate pose. And then relax the right hand down the right leg, left arm reaching up and over, getting a nice side body stretch. Inhale here, and exhale. Use your next inhale. We're gonna windmill up and simply cartwheel the arms down. Left hand coming down to the floor, or this is a good place for a block if you want the floor to come up to meet you. Deep inhale breath, maybe sending your gaze up over those right fingertips. And then to come out of it, we're just gonna roll that right hand forward, coming back through our tabletop position, and right into side two we go. Left leg extends, level with the hip. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, left hand slides down the left leg, little to no weight here as we reach and lift out of that right side body. Beautiful. Inhale, exhale, breath. And use your next inhale to cartwheel the arms up and over. Right hand finding the floor or a block. And left arm lifting straight up, sending your gaze up over those left fingertips. Breathe in. And exhale, bring that left arm back forward, right hand forward, tabletop. From here, we'll move into extended puppy dog pose. So my hips are going to remain directly above my knees, and I'm just gonna walk my arms forward. I'm gonna relax my forehead down. Maybe it finds the mat, or if you have a block, you can place a block beneath the forehead here too. Nice deep breathing, really feeling that extension through your side body. And of course, that lengthening through your spine. We'll melt into this pose for 3 deep breaths on your own. Good. And slowly we'll lift the gaze. We'll walk the hands back beneath the shoulders. And then from here, we're just gonna extend the legs long as we lower all the way to the stomach. Now we're gonna do a little Cobra progression here. So start by pulling your hands beneath your shoulders and then really squeezing your elbows in towards the center of your spine. It's like you're holding a $100 bill between your shoulder blades. Don't let it drop. All right, so squeeze your shoulder blades together, pull your heart up, lift and hold as you press your toenails and your hip bones into the mat. Inhale here. And exhale, slowly lower, 1 vertebra at a time. Inhale, come up. And exhale, lower. Last time, here we go. Inhale up. We're gonna hold here. And now I really want you to engage your legs more. Really press those toenails into the mat and use your inhale breath, squeezing shoulder blades together. We lift our palms. You've got this. Let's stay here for 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work. Lower down nice and slow, resting forehead to mat. Take a deep inhale breath here. Exhale, let it go. And with your next breath, we're going to press all the way in to Cobra. Now you can stay low or you can lift up, finding your full Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. Slowly lowering. This time we're going to tuck our toes, lift our hips, pressing up and back to downward facing dog. And then just take a few breaths here on your own. Again, I want you to find that natural movement in your body that feels good. So for me, my hamstrings are a little tight today. I'm pedaling out my feet and bending alternate knees. If you feel some tension in your head and your neck, then you can try shaking your head yes and shaking your head no. Good. Let's all do a nice little down dog adjustment. So use your inhale breath, lift high onto the balls of your feet. Exhale, bend your knees deeply, bring your shins parallel to the mat. Now with your inhale, send your booty towards the back of the mat, and then exhale to straighten your legs. And you might find that your chest is just a little closer to your thighs. We're never forcing here, so you don't need to jam your heels down towards the mat. Just be gentle with yourself and notice what's available for you. And we'll take one more breath right here. All right, now here comes the little fire part of our sequence. We're gonna step our left foot into the center as we lift the right leg nice and high. Inhale, breath. With your exhale, we're gonna shift forward to plank, crunch knee to nose. Inhale, send it back. We've got 2 more. Move nice and slow, like you're doing this in a big pool of honey. Exhale, crunch. Last time, here we go. This time, hold your knee to your nose for 3, 2, 1. Give it a kiss, say mwah, and step it up between your hands. We're gonna lower our back knees down, and we're gonna interlace our fingers on top of our front thigh. Now from here, nice and gentle, allow your hips to melt forward and down. And then we're just gonna press the palms against the thigh to lift our heart skyward. Little gentle heart opener here. Saying hello to those hips. Good. One more breath. Very nice. From here, we're just gonna release our hands down. Tuck your back left toes, and we're gonna straighten into the right leg as we relax our seat to our heels. Now, if this doesn't feel great in your body and you want a different variation, keep hips stacked above knee, and you can stay up here. Now, either way, the common denominator is a nice flexed right foot, so keep those toes active. Take an inhale breath, grow tall in your spine. Exhale, choose to stay here, or maybe we hinge from the hips, deepening into this stretch. Inhale, breath. Exhale. One more. Beautiful. As you're ready, next inhale, we'll pull forward. And this time we're gonna tuck our back toes. We're gonna straighten our back leg and little to no weight in your hands here. Start by really pulling your heart forward, maybe just bringing peace sign fingers down. So the weight and the pressure is really staying in your core. Now from here, active through the legs, strong glutes. Take another breath in. And now we're gonna really, really, really engage our core nice and strong as we send our arms behind us like wings. Squeezing your shoulder blades together. Hold here. Chest is lifted off of your thigh. Challenge yourself. Take one more breath. And use your inhale to sweep your arms all the way up. Alanasana, high crescent lunge. We're settling into our front knee. We're lifting through our fingertips, and then we're also knitting through our rib cage. So instead of blowing out through your ribs, really compress them, tighten them, engage through your core so you feel that strong, firm foundation. And breathe. Spiral your pinkies inward, feel your arms activate as your shoulders stay relaxed. Take one more breath right here. And then let's give our front leg a little break, shall we? Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, lower with control, move strongly. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Last time, again, it's like we're moving through that pool of honey. This time, hold. We're gonna sweep our arms behind us. One final breath in those airplane arms. You've got this. Palms facing straight down. And change. With your inhale, we're gonna take our left arm up and open into warrior 2. 3 breaths here. Settling into your front knee. Sending your gaze powerfully forward. Good, I want you to flip your palms up here. Deep breath in. Exhale, flip the palms back down and feel as if you're pressing them actively against a table so you find resistance. One final breath. And on the exhale, we're gonna windmill the hands down inside of your right foot, pivoting onto the ball of the back foot, heel toe the right foot out to the side, and then we'll drop our left knee down. Hello, lizard stretch. Now this is a nice, juicy hip opener. You can stay right here, and we're all going to stay here for at least a few breaths. This is another great place to incorporate a block if you'd like to. So if you have 1 or 2 blocks, you can place them beneath your hands if you'd like the floor to come up to meet you. A pillow also works just as well here. So adjust, modify, make this pose feel good in your own body. Breathing deeply wherever you are. And now that we've been here a few moments, you're welcome to stay right here. Otherwise, you can also deepen if you'd like to by lowering down to your forearms. Now again, even if you come down here and you're like, you know what, that's a little too much for me today, You can press back up to palms, and that's where I'm going to stay today. So wherever you are, enjoy 3 deep breaths here. Good. Taking our last breath now. So if you're in any other position, we're going to slowly press back up to meet where we started. And then as you're ready, we're just going to heel toe the right foot back through center, framing that front foot, tucking the back left toes, and stepping up and back into downward facing dog. Take a couple moments to pedal out the knees, bending alternate knees, lifting alternate heels here. And then coming back to that neutral down dog stance. Good. With your next breath, let's step the right foot in through center, preparing for side 2. Left leg lifts, inhale, breath. Down dog crunches, exhale, shift forward, crunch, knee to nose. 2 more, here we go. Inhale, lift. Nice and slow, find the resistance. Exhale for that crunch. Last time. Exhale forward, crunch, knee to nose. Hold it here, and then kiss your knee. Mwah! Step the left foot up and through. Beautiful work. We're going to lift the heart as we lower the back right knee. Taking your hands up to interlace on top of that front left thigh. Press your palms against your thigh. Allow your hips to melt forward and down, keeping your heart proud and lifted tall. Let's take another inhale, exhale breath here. Nice work. When you're ready, we'll just slowly plant the palms. We're going to tuck our back right toes and press up and back into our half split. And again, you have the other variation if you'd prefer it, keeping hips stacked above knee, your choice. Active flex in those left toes. Deep inhale breath, lift your heart. Deep exhale breath, stay here, or you can choose to hinge slightly forward to deepen the stretch. Invite your body to soften and relax. This is your time to do exactly that. Good, final breath here. I know, we could stay here all day, but let's keep it moving. With your inhale breath, let's all pull forward. We're going to plant the palms a little to no weight here as we tuck our back right toes and straighten that back right leg. Good. Maybe coming onto your peace sign fingers as you draw your heart forward. We're preparing for those airplane arms. So engage the legs, strong core, strong glutes. And with your inhale, we're going to lift the chest up and off the thigh as we send our arms back behind us, squeezing shoulder blades together. Palms facing down. Deep inhale, exhale breath. Very nice. Inhale, find your high crescent lunge. Sinking into the front knee, knitting your rib cage together, sinking down low, and hold. Find your power. Find your strength, digging deep, knowing that we're almost done. Good. And now with our next breath, we'll do our little straight leg flow. With your inhale, straighten that front leg. Exhale, bend into your front knee. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Last time, here we go. Inhale. And exhale, and this time as we bend that front knee, sweeping our arms behind us. Final breath in airplane arms. Awesome work. With your next breath, right arm leads you as we windmill up and open into warrior 2. We're going to settle down deep into our front knee, extending our arms out strong, flipping our palms up. Inhale, breath. And back down, press with resistance. We've got 2 more breaths here. Good. Take your inhale And with your exhale, let's windmill the hands down inside of your left foot, pivoting onto the ball of the back foot, heel toeing left foot out. Slowly dropping right knee down. Oh yeah, there it is. Lizard stretch, side 2. We're all just taking a few breaths here, lifting our hearts forward, gently melting into this pose. Again, if you'd like to incorporate a block or two, right beneath the hands to bring the mat up to you. Now, this is a great pose to balance out side to side. So if you did take any other variation on the first side, go ahead and try it here on side 2. But be open to realizing that side to side might feel a little different. So if one side is tighter than the other, you can always back off if needed. You can always add on if needed. Very nice. Let's all make our way back to where we started, palms planted just like this. And with your next breath, we have a little different transition this time. So we're gonna tuck our back right toes, straighten those legs. We're gonna walk the left foot back through center, and now we're gonna walk both hands and pivot both feet to face the right edge of the mat. Take a halfway lift, inhale breath, and exhale, fold. One more time, we're gonna find a halfway lift. Hands planting beneath the shoulders, inhale. And as you fold, relax in to this stretch. We've got 5 breaths. Now, if you feel like you're starting to slip at all, you can slightly pigeon toe the feet, turning the toes slightly inward. And for this stretch today, let's focus on opening up those hamstrings. So if you need to bend and straighten into alternate knees a little bit, if your hamstrings are feeling really tight. If you want a gentler stretch, we can walk the arms forward into an extended downward dog. You can intensify that stretch with the same concept, but instead drawing the hands through and behind you. Any variation that works for you. The gentlest would just be grabbing onto calves or ankles. Taking a few breaths here wherever you are. Very nice. Now with your next breath, let's all reset, coming back to center, and inhale for another halfway lift. Now we're gonna take a little spinal twist here. So plant the left hand directly beneath the center of your chest. And then we're gonna take the right arm up. Inhale, breath. Good, if you need to keep a micro bend in your knees here, go for whatever modification you need to make this accessible. If you'd like to take a wrap for one breath, you can bring the right arm to the left hip crease. Inhale wherever you are. Unwrap the right arm if you got it, and we're all gonna meet in center. Let's replace the right hand where the left arm was. Inhaling, left arm lifts. If you'd like to go for that wrap on side 2, go for it now. Good, and with your next inhale, we'll unwind, and we'll all meet back in center. We're gonna come out of it the same way we came in. So, walking the hands and all 10 toes to face forward. From here, we're gonna step the left foot back. Final time in our downward facing dog. Deep inhale, exhale here. With your next breath, we're gonna look forward, and we're gonna take little baby steps all the way forward into a standing forward fold. You can bend your knees as much as you need to here. Just take your time. Good. Take a little halfway lift, hands to shins or thighs, flat back. Inhale. Exhale, fold. We're gonna lift high onto the balls of the feet. Bring the seat down to meet the heels, little roly-poly compress. And then we're simply gonna come onto our seat and bring the legs in front of us and into butterfly pose. Now for butterfly pose, we're gonna make it gentle today. We want to make more of a diamond shape with our legs as opposed to drawing the heels in as closely to our hips as possible. So a nice, gentle, relaxed shape. We're gonna grab the bottoms of the feet like a little basket with all 10 interlaced fingers. Grow nice and tall. Inhale, breath. You can stay right here. This is feeling pretty good to me. If you would like a little butterfly flutter through your knees, you can add that too. Good. Now take another inhale, grow a little taller through your spine. Again, you are welcome to stay right here. If you would like to add on, we're gonna slowly and gently hinge forward. Nothing major. You'll notice I still have a nice flat back. So take another breath right here. And then with your exhale, maybe you choose to round. If you're here, just let your head hang heavy and relax. If you'd prefer to stay more engaged, then keep your spine long, and wherever you are, we're just breathing natural inhale, exhales. All right, now with your next breath, we're going to slowly round all the way up to seated. Very nice. We're just going to slowly guide our knees into center. And then, do you trust yourself? Roll all the way back, grabbing on the back of the thighs and hugging your knees into your chest. Give yourself a great big hug. Squeeze tight. Good. Now we're going to prepare for a little bridge pose, flow. So from here, we're just going to plant the feet hip width distance apart. You want your heels close enough so you can grace your fingertips. And then we're just going to plant the arms down by the side. Now with your inhale breath, press into the feet. We're going to slowly lift the hips. Hold at the top. Really squeeze your shoulder blades together. Good. Chin is gently tucked. So if you need to watch me get into this first, please do, and then get into it yourself. You don't want to move your head around too much here. Good. Now take another inhale breath. Bring your awareness back to your spine. Feel the vertebra from the base of the neck that's pressing into the mat. And then we're going to lower down one vertebra at a time all the way until our tailbone touches down. And then reverse engineer that. From the tailbone, we lift one vertebrae at a time, coming all the way up to the top. And slowly unwind it back down. One more time through. Here we go. Inhale, come all the way up. And we're going to hold at the top. You can keep your hands exactly where they are, or you can interlace your fingers, making one fist and pressing that fist into the mat, which might be able to help you lift your hips an inch higher. Good. One more breath here. If your hands are interlaced, let's bring them back to our starting position, palms pressing into the mat, and we'll lower down nice and slow. Once you get to the bottom, we'll hug our knees back into our chest. Give yourself another great big hug. If you can, grab for opposite elbows right here and squeeze nice and tight. Good. All right, now from here we're going to move into fish pose. Now what that looks like is we're going to extend our legs long and we're going to prop ourselves up on our forearms. Now from here we're going to work our palms underneath our body. So palms stay pressing into the mat. And then from here, really hug your elbows in towards each other. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. We're going to flex all 10 toes back towards our face. Now you can stay right here, or if you'd like to take the full expression, we're gonna drop the head back, keep the heart lifted, and relax into this pose. One of my favorite poses. This should feel really nice for your heart, your chest, also the shoulders and the back. 2 more breaths. Good. Now when you're ready, we'll come out of it one step at a time, gaze forward. We're gonna slowly work the hands out from underneath the body, and then we'll lower back onto the back, hugging knees into chest once more. One great big hug here. Good. Now from there, we're going to eagle wrap the legs. So let's take the left leg up and over the right, crossing at the knees, maybe crossing again at the ankles if it's available. We're going to bring our arms out to a T, palms down, and then slowly drop the knees towards the right. Now, they don't have to touch down by any means, and in fact, if you would like to slide a block or a pillow beneath the knees here, you can. Otherwise, just relax into this twist, and then slowly try to bring both of your shoulder blades back down to the mat. So pressing shoulder blades into the mat, pressing arms and palms down as well, and then allow the knees to hang heavy and relax. Nice deep breathing to allow your spine to really relax into the twist so it can detoxify, decompress, and reset. Good. With your next breath, we're going to slowly bring our knees back to center. We're going to unwind the legs, and before we move into side two, let's take a break in happy baby pose. So we're just going to bend our knees. You can grab the feet from the inside or outside edges, and then gently pull your knees down towards the mat. You can stay right here. And if you're here, really try to iron out your tailbone against the mat. So as you feel your low back pressing into the mat, you can then begin to rock side to side, and you're just going to feel those little pressure points all around the base of the spine. You want to massage those out, make it feel good. Nice. You can keep up with this gentle movement. You can hold your static happy baby, or if you want a little more stretch right at the end here, we can take a little archer variation. Keep your feet flexed and slowly straighten one leg as you bend the opposite knee. And you can switch sides. Keep your deep, steady breath going as you move. Good. And we'll slowly make our way back to happy baby. Enjoy a final breath here. All right, you ready for side two? Let's do it. Straightening into your legs, we're going to take our right leg up and over the left, crossing at the knees, maybe crossing again at the ankles. And from here, slowly dropping knees left as we bring our arms back out wide to a T, or maybe you want to try a little cactus arm variation on side two. Whatever is calling your name, go there. Shoulder blades pressing into the mat, relaxing the knees, relaxing the body. Take one more breath in our twist. And using your next breath, we'll slowly guide the knees back through center, unwinding the legs. Last time, great big hug. This time, if you'd like to roll and round the forehead up towards those knees, go for it. And then we'll unwind back down nice and slow, and we'll prepare for final Savasana. I'm just going to take the legs out nice and long. I invite you to take up space in this Shavasana, pulling shoulders down away from your ears. And we're all just going to take a moment here. Take a deep breath in, and then a deep breath out. This time, as you take a deep breath in, we're going to squeeze our fists, clench every muscle in the body, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Keep breathing in. Taking a sharp final exhale at the top, we're going to hold. Hold a little longer. You got this. And with a forceful exhale, let everything go. Relax the back of your head against the mat. Soften your jaw, releasing the tongue from the roof of your mouth. Soften your eyebrows. Bring your awareness to your third eye center, the space directly between the eyebrows. And from that space, begin to see a tiny little white light. As you continue sending your awareness to this place, watch that white light continue to grow, spreading over the entire face. This light helps us to soften, relax, release. And now you feel this white light covering the throat, the chest, the heart space, softening, relaxing. The light now is sent down the arms, the wrists, the fingers. Feeling it go down the abdomen, the belly, through the hips, the pelvis, all these points, softening, relaxing, and releasing into the mat. Carrying this white blanket of light now down the thighs, the knees, the back of the legs, the ankles, shins, and feet. Feeling your entire body soft, still, and relaxed. In your mind's eye, find the very bottom of your yoga mat and see that white light beginning to fill it. Now invite that white light to spread back up and over your entire body, covering the entire space of your mat, up and over the crown of your head. You're completely filled and covered in this light. As you continue to focus your awareness on it, your body is soft, still, and relaxed. You are safe. You are exactly where you need to be, and all is incredibly well. Now remember that you are always welcome to remain in your Shavasana as long as you would like. In fact, I encourage it. If you're ready to come out of your Shavasana with me, then let's just begin by deepening the breath. Wiggling the fingers and the toes. And finally, drawing our knees into our chest, bringing our right arms up and overhead as we softly roll on to that right hand side, taking an inhale, exhale breath right here. And then with your next breath, just use your left hand to press yourself up to seated. Thank you so much again for practicing with me today. Be sure to subscribe to our Yogi Approved YouTube channel for more videos just like this. I'll see you next time. Namaste.